welcome back to my kitchen. This is Ruba. If you guys are new, please subscribe. We have new recipes every week. Today I am making a Mjadara, which is the Lebanese lentil rice dish with caramelised, crunchy, I should say, onion. It's the best vegan dish, the best vegetarian dish, the best meat-free meal any time of the week. Anyway, so it's quick, it's easy, it's really simple. It's a handful of ingredients. You can see I have already started eating. So let's start cooking, and I will show you how to best serve it right at the end. So, okay. First thing first, we are going to boil the lentils, but make sure that you have also had a really good look at your lentils and there's no little rocks inside of them. So what we're going to do is drop the lentils into the pot. Cover with water and bring that to a boil. So while your lentils are cooking, let's prep the onion. So what we're doing here is cutting the onion into wedges. So cut your onion in half and then some wedges. And not too thin. Right, break them apart. And we can begin frying those. These onions will take approximately 15 minutes to fry, so we can actually begin the process of frying them now. Add our onion wedges to some olive oil. Now the frying pan may look a little bit small for you, but that's okay. We don't want the frying pan to actually be too big here, because I'm going to also use that oil to flavour my rice. So I'm going to add that. Now to soften your onion, add a little bit of salt to it as well, and then start stirring that and coating all the onions with the oil. Once the onions start to soften, they will also shrink. So I reckon what we can do is I can give that a stir. We can go dice the other onion. So once your lentils begin to boil, drop in a teaspoon of cumin and give that a stir. All right, now continue to boil that until it's not mushy, but obviously it has to be cooked. It usually takes about 15 minutes. So while your lentils are cooking away and your onions are frying away, let's dice up the other 2 onions and set them aside. So again, just gonna dice these up smallish. Your onions I stir every now and then, and can you guys tell now how when they've softened, they've also have they shrink in the pan, so this pan is no longer too small for the onions, right? Once your onion is nice and golden, remove it and place it on a plate that has a paper towel on there so it soaks up all the oil. And now we are going to strain the lentils, right? Important part, I have forgotten in the past, the flavour is in that stock. So strain that lentil. Okay, so here, please remember to use some of the oil that we fried the onion in, because that's where the flavour is, right? So just grab a spoon, drop 2 or 3 tablespoons of the oil into a pot, and don't get rid of the oil yet. There's something else we need to do. Oil that we just got from the onion, I'm going to drop in some washed rice. I'm going to give that a stir. I'm going to add some salt. Okay, now we're going to cook the rice with our reserved lentil stock. So pour that on top. And we're going to reduce and cook the rice on low for a good 15 minutes before we add our lentils in. Yep, and always cover your rice pot as well. So we'll let that cook away. Okay, so now for our diced onions, let's add them to that same oil. And we also want to fry them until they're nice and golden and softened. So when your rice is nearly cooked, 90% cooked, drop in those lentils. Look at that. So we need more lentils than rice because it's a lentil rice. Now give that a good mix. We're gonna add some salt. We've added salt to the rice, right? So not too much salt. And we're gonna continue to cook that on a very low heat for another maybe 5 or 10 minutes. So cover with the lid and let's cook that for another 5 or so minutes until it's done. And then we're going to add those onions in. Our rice and lentils are ready. We are going to get those onions that we fried along with the oil, right? And we are going to add them to the rice. And if you're like me, I like flavour, I love that onion flavour. Throw some rice into your frying pan and then back over the rice. Now, give this a really good mix and your rice is pretty much ready. Beautiful. One of the yummiest vegan dishes you'll ever make. Beautiful golden crisp onion that we fried earlier. Goes all over the top. Do not skip it. You need it, that's the best part. Our mums, both mums might think these are a little bit overcooked, but I love crispy onion. To bring a bit of colour into it, if you really want. I don't really care, this thing is so yummy. It looks so much better than, it tastes so much better than when it looks, so who cares, right? But let's add some, well, tear some parsley leaves, I suppose. You can, that's cool. This is how I think you should plate up your Mjadara, the lentil rice. Top with some mint yogurt, some finely chopped salad. This is a super herb salad with cucumber, tomato, and herbs. That's a big mouthful. And that is really good. It's the best.